All right, guys. I think I'm live. Okay, I'm live. It's me, Krista Marie, reality of Krista Marie. And I said I wasn't going to do reality news today. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure I'm here. That I was going to get some advice from you guys, like a mental health type check in. Um, and run some scenarios by you without naming names of people in my life because I seem to think that, like, I must be either I'm crazy and delusional to keep falling into the same scenarios with the same people over and over again, or they're just really good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence whether I even want to keep talking about it because I realize I'm petty AF. It is really petty of me. But I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to mention anybody's names, and even though they do it to me. So this is my problem. I think that I've been pretty fair with these people, and I don't want to even say friends. We'll say ex-friends. I think I've been pretty fair and been pretty honest and pretty like loyal and pretty clear when I asked to not mention my name or talk about me or say my name in general about anything, especially if I'm not there. And if you're definitely going to, thank you, Danielle, say somebody here, somebody can like at least can co-sign my pettiness, please. And like, I just need some advice. I just want to know if it's me or not. Now, like I said, I'm a little on the fence about like doing this, but I mean, I just think, okay, now, if you've been, happy Thanksgiving. If you are friends with somebody for a long time, say 5-6 years, really good friends with somebody, and you never had an issue, never had an argument, and this person's supposed to be a really good friend of yours, and over the years things happen, and nobody's perfect, and I don't claim to ever be perfect, nor do I ever fault my friends for ever being who they are, and they don't fault me for being who I am. I never claimed to be better. I just wanted better in my life at one point. Now, this has been going back a long time ago. I've already once broke my heart a million times to save my soul, and I feel like I'm going to have to do this again because I feel like I've been holding on to a few people because I don't know. I don't want to say loneliness, but like, how many times in my life am I the common denominator with a group of people that these people seem to be on like a hamster wheel of F shit, the same thing. It's like same argument, same people over and over again, like month after month, year after year. And it's like every once in a while they want to like pull me onto it. And it's the same shit that they argue about all the time and has literally, I honestly, what they need to lie and fight about and hide from each other about, I don't need to do that in my life. Like, none of us are perfect. We've all either been on drugs, alcoholics, still on drugs, still alcoholics. The only difference is some of us have to lie and some of us don't. Now, I don't care what you do with your life. And it's beyond me why people care what I do with my life. Now, even just say, like, these people are your friends, right? These are your best friends, supposedly. Now, there's a lot of scenarios where you'd be like, oh, these people aren't your friends. I could name and people, you could say, oh, these people aren't your friends. But to be honest, I'm not always the best friend either. But I'm definitely not this kind of friend. All right, so I have asked repeatedly for them to not drag me in to the same kind of shit, right? But I mean, I think I make myself clear. I mean, I think I speak good English. I might like mumble a lot. Maybe I talk too fast. I don't know. Maybe they don't understand proper English. I don't know. But I would think by now you would know if I was somebody that maybe you couldn't be trusted, right? Somebody that would like want to steal from somebody, I definitely don't think I deserve for things to be stolen from me, right? Because I don't steal from y'all. But, you can't really, let people in your house and you let them close enough to your stuff and they take it. I mean, I'm mad, but I'm not mad. Now, this is something that happened a while ago. Now, this is the thing. I've never stolen from anybody. I've had stuff stolen from me. And again, I can't, it's not always the one. Now, this is also, we're going to close a mental health check-in too, just because, in case you don't already know, you guys, I'm like manic right now. And I'm trying really hard to like not be a complete nutball. So just bear with me. Now, I think it's pretty fair of me to say, look, I don't, I've had some stuff taken from me in the past and, due to like extenuating circumstances like my mom being sick, there's stuff I couldn't deal with at the time. So could I deal with my weed being stolen? No. So if I say to my best friend, hey, best friend, she's asking me why I'm not talking to her. Hey, somebody that I think something went missing in my house, but hey, my mom's sick right now and I don't want to deal with it. This is 2 years ago. And please don't say anything. I don't need to fight with anybody. I don't need that kind of stuff. Again, my mom's sick. I'm going to leave to get on the shore tomorrow. This is, again, 2 years ago. And, I just at this point would rather not talk to this person, or please don't say anything. I don't need any fights. Well, best friend of mine. Within 5 minutes, I have her and this person knocking down. This is just scenario number one, knocking down my door to fight me for accused person one of taking my stuff, my weed. Now, again, never said they did. I know it was missing. I'm not stupid. Again, I say maybe I lost it, or at this point I just don't want to deal with it. But that's just in the back of my head. I couldn't even believe now this is the same person who I had let this person stay in my house, love her to death. At this point, I don't think she did. I don't know, whatever, she did or she didn't. But my best friend, who I met her through, is telling me how much of a thief she was, right? Now, this is before she moves in my house, and I still let her move in. And I'm just fair all the time. I don't take one side over another just because I like you better. I don't do that. You're right or you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong, right? So, long story short, that was just a scenario that happened. And, to come to my house to act like that, if you know me, they all know me, please. I don't like the cops being at my house. I don't like attention on my house. I sure as hell, if you're going to threaten to kill me and try to break my door down on my security camera and try to get in my house, when I mistakenly thought my husband was trying to stop me from getting out, when the door was like a push-pull, one person on the outside screaming, you want to come in and kill me, and my husband, I thought, was trying to keep me from running outside, when really he was trying to keep the person from coming in. Now, again, you're threatening to kill me on camera, all right? My neighbors have already called the cops because, again, you're threatening to kill me on camera, and you're screaming, and I'm screaming like a maniac. And if you get in my house, you know that I have weapons, okay? You know that little 5-foot me does not sit around this house by myself sometimes without, legal weapons, okay? So I was going to hurt, you're going to get hurt. But I would never want that to happen. I would never, see, the thing is, I would never, if the roles were reversed, that would never happen. And that's my whole point. I love these two people. I love them. And I've forgiven them for this since then. And nobody's had a discussion with me about it. And I don't even know if in their head, they realized that my hurt came from, hello, my mom's dying right now. And in my head, that's what was happening. And why would you, my stuff that went missing, you know what I mean? It turned into a scenario when, the three things that are deal breakers for me are having the cops come to my house, put me in a position where I would end up, having to do something where I would end up back on paper or in jail, which is, again, and disloyalty. Do not steal from me. Please, don't steal from me. And the 3 S's. Okay? No. The 3 S's: snake, snitch, and snake, snitch, and sneak. Okay. Now, that's another scenario. That's a friend. That's actually a friend of mine. And she's probably watching. And she has actually, she's somebody that has nothing to do with this, actually. She's actually somebody that isn't included in this. But anyway, so that's all one scenario. Scenarios number 2 and 3. Again, I don't have to lie about doing drugs. If I do any kind of drug, nobody will know, and you won't be the first to know, because nobody will know. It doesn't negatively affect anybody's life but my own. So if there is any drug being done, Krista doesn't have to lie about it, because Krista's not fighting like this case. I'm not on paper. The only person, like I said, that's going to be negatively affected would be myself, or if I have to lie or something to my husband, right? So I don't even think about having to lie. Honestly, if somebody, a grown-ass adult, does some kind of drug in front of me, I'm nobody's mother. Again, I'm not a rat snitch. I'm not loyal. I'm not disloyal. So I'm not going to go talk about it with people. I'm not going to tell people about it. And I sure as hell, I'm not going to rat myself or you out. Again, I don't do these things. But again, I have to hear about grown-ass women trying to make each other accountable for something they're doing. Keep your F shit over there. It's like I'm saying. This is like a hamster wheel fuck shit that they're always on. And my dumbass is thinks that because I'm not there, that how could they possibly be pulling me into anything if I'm not there? I'm not talking about anything. If I've made it quite clear that Krista does not play games, I don't have the time to hear you call me and say, really? And throw me a thread of things that I supposedly said to somebody else who you just told me the day before is a thief and all kinds of crazy shit about this person. I make my own decisions, whether I like you or not, or I don't know. I hang out with who the fuck I want to hang out with. Again, if you're a thief, and again, that's on me to worry about if this person's a thief or not. Again, eventually you'll get sick of your shit going missing, and I just won't hang out with them anymore. Also, if you're stupid enough to steal from me in my own house when you know I have security inside and out, that's on you. You're going to get caught. Again, I don't even feel like, I feel so like I'm regressing, going backwards. I know you guys are probably laughing at me. I'm definitely digressing by talking about this shit right now. But listen, I'm so at the point where like either I do this now live and they all hear me at once and I air my grievances and make myself clear once and for all and have my real friends, you guys, tell me whether I'm crazy or not. I before I cut everybody off again, I just need to know if I'm asking, okay, now say, how could you possibly, again, all these things I'm talking about are like things that should just be are given, right? If you come to my house and you have been, say, sober for, I don't know, 5-6 years, I don't know, you're sober, right? You're on the sober train, okay? I just meet you. I don't know you from frickin' Adam, but hey, you're sober, whatever. And you happen to do drugs either in my presence or like, I don't know, in somebody else's presence, but you just happen to be hanging out with me for a couple of days, right? And you happen to do drugs, right? Then you decide that you're going to go home and come clean to whoever you're accountable to. I don't know at this point, your husband, I don't know, you're a grown-ass woman, whatever. I am nobody's mother. But if you're going to go and then have to blame me because you did a drug, so basically what you're saying is I have so much power that I have a grown-ass woman who has a whole-ass family and a kid who has processing skills. Like, you have to have good processing life skills. Like, if you have a child, right? If life is allowing you to have children and somebody marries you, or like, just say you're normal, like, you have to have good processing skills, right? So how does that make any sense, right? So I have the power to make people relapse now. And then you take any kind of accountability away from the addict, right? Anyway, my whole point is, this is a repeated thing where every time somebody in these group of people messes up, again, whether they do drugs with me or not, like, how is it that I have this, I must feel like the meth fairy, right? And I sprinkle meth dust on people and make them do drugs, like, because that was my drug of choice. And again, if I was to do meth, nobody would know, because again, I wouldn't be this manic or crazy if I trust me. Okay? Again, this isn't about me, it's about you guys. Because I don't have to lie to anybody, guys. The thing is, why would people that are supposed to be good friends of mine, and this is, I make myself clear a lot, like, and this is the thing, I'm always, for some reason, I can never get them all in the same place, or if I want to, that's the thing, Gab, I'm going to get to the boundary thing. I did the boundary thing. I even did the cut them off thing. And, you know, I got to the point where I thought, okay, how could they possibly, by now they have to understand they have to know where I stand, right? That's a thing, but like at this point in time, we're past that. We're past you know what I mean? At this point, if you're not, you are going to detox every 4 days, making it society's problem still, give up. I mean, just give up. Or if you're not going to give up, at least stop blaming everybody else. And if you're going to F up at home, right? You're at home with your husband who can't seem to keep a roof. Now, I'm not saying anybody's names, but he can't seem to keep a roof over his family's head. But his wife keeps effing up at home and then leaving and going to her girlfriend's house and doing more stuff. And then a couple of days later, I don't know, disappears again, goes back, I don't know, home, I guess, and says, I'm ready to go to detox again. Again, it's everybody else's fault but hers. I'm more than fine with that, not having these people in my life, right? But at some point, I was stupid enough, after this is stuff that happened before, I was stupid enough to allow them back in just recently again. You know, that one weekend, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Do I have to say about that weekend? That weekend, I decided, okay, you know what? Before, you know, I just, you know what? I had to do something different, because in my head, I was trying to hang out with the same people. Like, I guess I think they're the same people. I don't know. I guess I wanted my friends back and thought that they might be the same people. Maybe they know where I stand at this point. I made myself clear. You know, I should have known what I said so many times. Now, you told me about so-and-so and that this person's this, and I cut them out of my life. And I don't talk to this effing person for a year and a half. But I see that you all have. So she must be okay then, right? I mean, everything you said to me, forget about all that, right? You send me all the shit you said about so-and-so and this one and that one. Forget about all that, right? Because when I'm, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm going to take into consideration if you say this one's this. And of course, I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm going to, I'm going to have a side eye, but then to blame me or act like, or to like continuously go and do the same exact things I've asked you not to do. Why am I'm the idiot, right? I'm stupid. I'm the crazy one, correct? Because why would I think this time would be any different? And I'm not even talking about family either. I mean, at this point, my family is fine. These are, I know, and I should know better that like these people, they really haven't been friends of mine for that long. I mean, when you look at life, right, at our age, when you call somebody a friend, I mean that takes a lot, right? Now, like I would consider two of them true friends, right? Or I thought anyway. And that's what breaks my heart because I'm starting to realize now that no matter what I say, either they don't comprehend. I don't know if it's proper English. I don't know if they comprehend. Maybe I'm talking too fast. I don't get it. I don't know. Am I speaking bravo when am I too bravo? I don't get it. I don't know. Is it not like, I guess they don't get it. My journey, and that's another thing. Look, I am not claiming I'm an angel. I'm not saying I have not done nothing wrong. I'm not saying that I couldn't possibly at one point be considered a toxic friend at one point. But I think I've made it I've made it a point in the last 3 years to keep the negativity away from my house. No matter what, it stays away from my house. There is nothing, just keep it away from my house. This is my place of peace. This is my peace of mind. It took me a long time to get here. Okay. If I am going to screw my life up, I don't need help with it. So again, the things for you to go, they go back and they say these things about me, right? These are just people, yesterday morning when I had coffee with somebody, we talked for an hour and I said, listen, this is what happened over the weekend. This is what I wrote on Facebook, made myself clear, correct? I mean, how much more clear can I get? You had to pull me out of my pocket, pulling me out of pocket. And I made myself completely effing clear. Here you go. This is why. Then this person goes, oh, well, this is why that happened. I said, again, why are y'all talking about me? Why does my name even be, again, where I've been home by myself, haven't talked to anybody, any of you. How in the world are you saying that Krista said this? Even if Krista did say that, Krista didn't know it was a secret because what grown-ass woman at 45 has to lie to these effing other people that mean nothing. Okay. So in my head, I said, first of all, even if this person did do it, I didn't know it was a secret. Nobody told me that was a secret. And even if they did, what the F do you care? Again, if they do it, shove it up their asshole, shit it back out and do it again, and then smoke it and shove it up another asshole. What does it matter? Because again, me or this other person, we don't have children. We have no typhus cases. We're not on paper. The only problem would be us. If it's going to negatively affect anybody, it would be ourselves, right? Again, at this point, it would be, I don't know. Listen, and I even said again, I could sit there and like blame myself because why don't I realize? Why don't I know better? Why don't I just like I'm doing right now? I have all but done. I kind of hope that they're watching, and I hope that they get it, and I hope that at one point they either call or they clear some. Maybe I'm missing something, right? Maybe they need to help me make it make sense. Maybe I'm forgetting some things, right? All I asked was to not do certain things. Don't when I leave. When I say to you, I am tired of this. Look at this petty ass drama, right? Look at this. They told me I had to do this weekend. This is what I had to this is what I did. When I say to you, I'm at the point where I'm going to cut somebody. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm feeling violent. I need you to literally, I'm going to need you to not run your mouth. Like, just stop. I'm going to need you to stop. And then I leave, and what do? You literally do the same exact thing when I ask you not to do. And how do I know you did that? Because within 2 hours, I'm getting a phone call, and I'm getting a freaking screenshot of what you said, I said, or something. And before, I didn't even read it. I couldn't even tell you. All I saw was like a little bit of F shit, and I lost it. I couldn't even tell you what this one said, and then the other one's calling saying, if you didn't want me in my house, and you didn't want me in your house, again. Okay. Who the fuck said I didn't want you in my house? Second of all, When have I ever not told you to your effing faces how I feel when I feel it? When have I ever hid how I feel? So why am I again? Think about it, assholes. You know me better than that. Think about it, guys. When have I ever not gone to the person who I have an issue with and said it right to their effing face? I don't give a shit who you are. I am not wasting my time by telling other people. So for you to be stupid enough to say, Krista, really? Oh, you said that. Don't come at me with Krista, you said this and you said that. I don't need, really? Do I need to literally, again, the person that went and said, I said this and that, why in the world are you running your mouth again? Why would you say my name? So when I say to you back, you effing, whatever, you know what I said back, the messages I left back, I made myself clear again, stop talking about me. And I sound petty as F. And I should take my own advice and just walk away, block them all, and just not think about it. But it really irritates my soul that it must be me, that I'm so stupid that I keep thinking that I am strong, that if they act like out of pocket and shit, that it won't bother me, that I'll just either, they'll always lose, they're never going to win a war of words with me. One, that's why you will never. Now, I find them myself. I even said, hey, I'll drop the call-in link. If I missed anything, let's talk about it. Let's all talk about it. They won't. They won't ever together in one room with this one, and we all have a conversation, because again, every single one has told me about the other, and to not trust this one or that one because they're this or that. This one's a thief. This one said this one about you. This one, okay. But then when it actually happens, and I'm like, oh, you're right, and then I exit stage left and quietly, back out and like, okay, I get it now. Like, leave them over there. Like, exactly. Leave them where I found them. Right. And then I move on and I'm like hanging out with you and you're not, but you're letting these people live in your house. Again, I hear you're hanging out with these people. You're doing all these things, right? But this person did this to me. After you told me they would, and they did it to you. And then I'm like, okay, well, again, I said, maybe that's not bad. I'll hang out with them. It took 2 days for the entire friggin' hamster wheel F shit out of it for it all to start. And I was like, wow. Again, the one person, I don't know, there was a whole confusion about a jacket. Now, see, this one person has been stealing from people, okay? So I kind of understand why they would say that. But then, again, why are you letting this person in your house? And why are you acting like, I don't get it. So then when I do it, don't say shit to me. Because I'm not stupid enough to leave my stuff out for them to keep, repeatedly taking from me. And like, it's a shame in your own house. You have to watch your wallet and you have to watch your, medication. It sucks. But again, that's why I have security cameras inside and out, and I've had them for years. And, I will unhook them here and there because, again, who always wants their whole conversation on camera? I feel bad sometimes. But at this point, me and my husband don't have anything to hide from each other, so the camera's still on left and right. If you're going to steal in my house, you're going to get caught. You don't think I have you know where you should know where they are. But, again, like, nobody will come here. And if they do, it's not, they're showing up without letting me know. At this point, this is my problem too. I know that you guys know this about showing up at my house without letting me know. It's the worst thing that you can do. Because first of all, it's a pet peeve of mine. I've made this clear for 8 years that I've lived here. I've screamed it, yelled it. I've made signs. I have a ring cam. I make sure I see you coming with, like, literally within 10 feet, I know who's coming up to my door. And by the time you get to my door, if I don't know you're coming, I'm laughing at you, because how dare you come to my house and knock down my door and try to knock on my door, and when I don't know you're coming. And then when you know that I'm home and I'm on the other side and I'm just laughing because I didn't fucking tell you to come to my house. What are you coming to my house for? You obviously came without me knowing for a reason, because if you texted me or called me, I was going to let you come over. Why? Because every time you do, it's a problem. All of y'all. Okay? So when I said yesterday, I thank God I got better. We upgraded the security outside. I have even better vision. Like, within 10 feet of my home, I'm probably going to either take it back to your head. I don't want to be threatening here, but like, it says no trespassing for a reason. No trespassing. Don't come near my effing house. I am like to the point where, guys, this is like the mental health check where I'm going to need y'all to like make sure. Like, I'm not going to ever do anything to put myself in jeopardy, but and these laws here in New Jersey, those self-defense laws, there is such a thing, right? Trust me, I know. And half these people, nobody, you think that they're actually going to, if it comes to that, and I have to do something, do you really think that anybody's not going to miss them? They're not going to leave here. Nobody's going to miss them. You know what I mean? So again, not that I'm this mafioso, but listen, I'm a young, I'm 5 foot nothing. I don't live in the best area. I have a big mouth, and listen, and I'm not crazy either, because there has been times where people have tried to break in my house. Okay, so I'm not crazy for a reason. I'm crazy, like, so it's like, instead of Patterson Dolores, it's like Patterson Krista. So, but because again, this is my peace of mind. And I mean, I don't know what anybody would possibly want from this place. I mean, like, again, people are delusional. I woke up one morning and this one of these people, I went to my back door. They were passed out on my back porch at 5 a.m. I looked down in my inside of my door, and there is their license, like, on the floor. So this person tried to literally unlock my door from the outside, tried to break in my house, breaking with their credit card from the outside. My back door, tried to unlock it. Now, these are the same people that I have been friends with for years. Held them down when they were away. I mean, I have literally, these people can call me at any point in time, sick, need to get well, if they need money for that. Let me just tell you another thing. 2 of them are alcoholics and get very sick when they don't drink. And what does the best friend do? I make sure that I enable the hell out of these people, these 2, because I don't like, I've lost people to that, like withdrawal from alcohol. And they are to the point where they would probably, die from the withdrawal. So what does Krista do? Still, I'm loyal as hell, because I don't want my friends to be sick. And I can't imagine, I have up just recently been doing that. And I'm like, why am I doing that for y'all? When you kick my effing back in every goddamn chance you get. That's why I have Amazon cameras. They're not Amazon cameras. They're called Duo. I have Duo like Pro. Arlo Pro. Sorry, Arlo Pro. What does it get you, Gab? Honestly, I can sit there. I can literally be like Lisa Barlow. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm not claiming I was always a good person. But listen, when I walk away from you, and I made the decision years ago, this one person, and I can't name her name, like, it wasn't over one thing. Like, it was over just, I couldn't take, listen, if somebody steals your husband's wallet with their money, your money in it, like, they steal your wallet when you kick them out of your house, because you let them live with you because they're kicked out of their house. All these people all of them have had to live on my couch at one point in the last 8 years. Okay. They've all had to live on my, and I gladly let them come stay with me, because at one point that was me. Okay. But, and now when you leave, because I have to kick you out because you won't stop doing drugs, and because you literally are getting high all day and night, I kick you out. And what do? You steal my wallet on the way out. This is my best friend, my sister, basically, right? 25 years. Same person whose boyfriend I found his credit card in my back door. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you steal I don't care what I've done to you. You can get me back all you want. If that's what you felt you needed to do to make great, but why would you hurt my husband? My poor husband, who is never hurt a fly. The man has never hurt a fly. He doesn't even know how to do that kind of stuff. Like, he doesn't know how to be a bad person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know why he's with me at the time. I have brought some people into his life that have done some things. And this is what I mean. These people that have done these things to him, like, okay, now the one person stole my husband's wallet. Okay. To me, nobody would talk to that person ever again. They went also after that, and they thought that when my father-in-law was first sick, the one that just passed away a couple weeks ago, he was in the hospital a couple of years ago, and they went and they robbed his house, broke in his house, because they didn't think he was going to come home, but they thought he was going to die, and they robbed his shit. So yeah, you did that to me. Okay. You did that to my husband and his family. So yeah, that person I never talked to again, but that's just, one of the things that has happened. And I'm like, okay, you can't even blame that one on drugs because yeah, there were they on drugs, yes, but you were robbing and stealing for a long time way before that. You didn't need to. None of my friends have ever had to steal from me. None of them have ever had to lie about things to me. They've never had to steal my drugs. They've never had to steal my money. They've never had to. I have always either helped them if I had it, and when I say help, I mean get well. Okay, if they needed money, I helped. I shared when we were, I always would share. Not that I'm doing tit for tat, but I'm just saying, in my head, the kind of friendships we have, the things that when you kick my back in about, I just can't even believe that it's like, for some reason, I haven't introduced that into my reality again. And to me, somebody who's as spiritual as me and knows that you create your reality, okay? I'm like, guys, like what is it that I'm not like, what am I missing here? Because why do I keep going back? Is it because I have to finally realize that, like, okay, there's another thing. Another person, the other person in this equation, her and I have never once had an argument. Not one time have we ever had an argument. Never. And with all the other ones around us fighting, her and I have never even, and actually none of us really, we really haven't, but like, because, okay, never had an argument. So how are you then, out of the blue, going to start some, like what I said, call me and it was some screenshot of whatever this person said I said. Like, do you not know me? You should, one, know, first of all, I'm not going to read that shit. I'm going to laugh because I don't go for that he said, she said. We're all going to give them a friend. We're going to talk about it. I don't want to hear this one said that one, okay? This one said this. If you don't want to talk with that person, if you don't want that person in it, then we're not going to, then don't talk. I didn't even read it. Second of all, even if I did, do you not know me better than that? One, I'm not going to engage in it. Two, if you really believe that that's true, then I'm sorry, what did I miss? Because when in the last how many years have I showed you that, first of all, that's what I'm going to, one, say anything else. Two, the stuff that you're accusing me of, even if I did say it, I didn't know it was a fucking secret. I didn't know a grown-ass woman. I even said that. I said, honestly, the person asked me a question. I said, I don't even remember at this point. You know why? Because I don't even think about keeping it a secret because nobody said it was a secret, even if she did. If she did or didn't. I would never think that she would have to even lie to you motherfuckers because who the fuck are you? The only person she has to lie to is her dude. Okay? Again, she didn't do said drugs, but I couldn't even remember at this point. I was like, again, months later, or why are you focused on what she's doing with me a month ago when you efforts are like fighting typhus cases? You are literally going to detox every other day. What are you deflecting and projecting onto these people? Like, I guess that's what it is. I don't know. When you, my friend, sis, all of y'all need more than just a 4-day detox, to be honest. Okay? I don't say shit about what you do with your life. I don't this is the first time you're going to hear me talk about their addiction, them being alcoholics. Why? Because that's what a real friend doesn't talk about, that kind of shit. It doesn't even cross my mind to kick your backs in the way you used to me. And that's what I think I'm so upset and mad about, because why, again, was I so stupid to think that you would be normal? That you alcoholic drug addicts would be fucking normal. Yeah, I said it. Call me the same thing. You can say it all you want. I'm not the one who's causing I'm not doing what you're doing. I'm not running my mouth. So I can call you an effing hypocrite because that's what the fuck you are. You can't call me a hypocrite because I'm not claiming to be something I'm not. I'm not sitting here saying this shit and doing this shit that you're doing. I shouldn't even I shouldn't even have to sit here and be this petty and stupid. It's like, poor me, right? Poor me. Krista has no friends, poor me. No, I'm asking y'all, is it me? Why is it? It's got to be because I'm the common denominator here, right? But again, I'm the common denominator, but it's the situation. The one stole my wallet, robbed my family's house. The other one, I just said, I went down the list of like literally co-signing other people's F shit that are doing things that disrespect me, my house, my husband. There's a situation where somebody, either robbed us, like the people that robbed us. Why are you still why would you still F with the same people? Again, I don't know how I don't know if this person literally got like insurance fraud for doing what they did to us. They stole our insurance card, whatever. It was a whole thing. HSA card, whatever. And then other people still talk this. It's like beyond me. I would never in a million years. First of all, if I'm going to talk to somebody that screwed over my friend that bad, I would, the first thing I would say to them is like, you need to have a conversation with so and so first before you and I even talk, because unless it's okay with, you all are okay, then we're not. You know what I mean? Because that's just the friend I am. Like, and to me, like stupid me, right? For even thinking in my head that like that maybe we're beyond. I've made myself clear too many times that they can't possibly drag me in to anything petty and stupid as this. And it is petty and stupid, the stuff they're saying and doing. It is. It really is. It's just like I don't understand. Like, I thank God it's Thanksgiving and a couple like after like usually I'll say, unless you can tell me if Lisa Barlow was given blowies for courtside seats at the Jazz, I don't want to hear. And they're like, huh? I'm like, yeah, exactly. And I'll hang up. But did they have me acting out of pocket like this? They have me acting like I literally was starting to cut motherfuckers. Like, who the hell, you know what I mean? They have me like, and after this live's over, I'm going to literally be done with it, because I'm going to literally, I made myself clear again. This is all I'm making myself clear and live in front of how many people? We have about 7 YouTube people, 22 Twitter people, 19 Facebook people, and countless others watching now. And it's not subscribers only. So I know that they're either going to see this, they hear this right now, and which is like really sad to me, because I would love for them to like tell me I'm wrong, post a comment, say something. One just tried calling. Well, somebody just tried to call. You heard that. I'm going to probably answer. Call again, Kel. Yeah, I said your name. You're going to call live. If you want to call again, and I will answer. I will answer live, and we can chat. So if you want to call again, or I'll just call you back. The rest of you, I'm not going to say your names, but you know who you are. You have to know who you are. This is literally like it couldn't be more, like. So again, too, I am not a drug dealer. I am not a drug addict any longer. I mean, actually, yeah, still call me a drug addict if you'd like, but I'm not a drug dealer, and neither is my husband. And I don't know how many effing times I have to say, don't ever call me and ask me for that kind, any drug. Don't come to my house and ask me for it. Don't ever assume that I have a drug, and don't ever just don't. If you know that I have just don't, okay? Because again, my husband is a normal person, and he doesn't do or say, you know what I mean? So if you come here and say, Krista used to deal me drugs, I know that, is Krista your wife there? Because she my husband's either going to laugh at you, or, I mean, he's just going to, I mean, just come on, just please, I mean, why am I shouldn't even have to say this. It's insane. Don't wait, I don't know, you don't wait after them. It's the thing. This is the thing. I have walked away for years. I have come back. I have ignored them. I have wasted my time. I have not wasted my time. The thing is, these are people that I actually care about, and I care about their kids. And it really hurts me that they're not in my life. But then when I really look at the situations, I've tried. It's not like it used to be. Nothing's the same. I'm, they all know I have about a 2-hour window as it is with kids. I'm not a kid person. I don't have my own kids. I love their kids, but like for the toxicity, I get it, Gab, I get it. But look, like I said, I really believed that maybe we were beyond. I don't know what I thought. I thought, how could they possibly be? I don't know. Again, this is just, hi, Terry, I love you. I know, honestly, guys, if I didn't, and this is what I said earlier, Terry, I should post your comments, honestly. I'm sorry. That, like, I'm asking you guys, my real friends that actually care about me and actually care, and that will sit there and then listen to this and tell me, I know, and tell me to knock it off and all that. Will actually tell me when I'm wrong. Because I ask Aaron. Aaron's my glass half full. I probably have run the scenario. Her and Sarah knows the entire situation, and with the one person, we'll just call her M. They've heard me cry not cry for hours, not cry for hours, curse, not curse, try to figure out why. You know what I mean? It just and not be able to figure out why I couldn't just let it go. and not let it go. I just couldn't get over the hurt. So when I So when I decided that, hey, I'm not going to tell anybody not to be an addict anymore. Like, you know what I mean? If I want to be in their life, I have to accept them for who they are. As long as they're not robbing, stealing. But, and this is another thing. I never said for anybody to stop doing drugs or stop drinking. What I said was to stop acting like don't lie, don't steal, and all that. Stop making it society's problem. If you're going to do drugs, stop making it my problem. Stop making it society's problem. Stop making it an effing problem. We did that in our 20s and 30s, okay? It was bad to make it everybody's problem in our 30s. You're making it my problem. When you're lying and you're stealing and you're going, if you have to do all that, then you shouldn't do said drugs, okay? And again, these people never have had to ever lie to me or steal from me. I don't even know at the time who they're lying to or who they're trying to convince. I'm confused on who the fuck you have to lie to. Again, I mean, bills are more than paid, right? For me, even for them, bills are more than paid, right? Have been for a very long time. You know, none of them need a lie or steal. I don't get it. I don't understand. Gab, you know that if I could let it go, this is the thing. I'm going to let it go after this live. But you know that if I could let it go, I would have just said, okay, turn it off and let it go. I know. I've learned. But see, this is the thing I've already learned a million times. That's why I'm blaming myself at this point, because why did I think that, like, exactly, Aaron. Listen, even just say that, you know, the drugs are, you know, because I've never claimed to be clean for longer than, you know, than I am, right? Even if I was doing said drugs, right? My life will never reflect it. Okay. You'll never catch me. Again, just you won't. Okay. And I don't know if it's because they're mad. I don't know the facts that keep them up at night. The facts are that the thing is that I don't know if they're mad because I am not a fucking screw up, or I'm not, you know, doing the things that they're trying to, like, you know, either that will mess my marriage, I'll lose my marriage, my freedom, my home, anything like that. You're never going to get me to the point where I'm going to lose anything ever again. Like, no. I've done, but I got, you know, I've lost it all and got it all back, and got way too much to lose, right? So this is the worst that happens, is me doing this. This is the worst. This is far as probably they're going to push me, and just you know, except for the fact that I keep saying I'm going to cut them. I'm so angry that if they come within 10 feet of my house, I'm going to cut them. I swear to God. This is it. And again, I always say this too. If you hear me say that, you have nothing to worry about, because again, I'm not stupid. If I'm actually going to tell you and cut you, I'm not going to tell you about it. And the thing is, when you screw me over and you hear nothing out of me, when you see me act and you have zero reaction out of me, that's when you really got to worry. Okay. I am very reactionary. So if you see me acting like this, you got nothing to worry about, because I'm not stupid. My freedom is worth it. It is way worth it. So me doing all this is as bad as it's going to get, unless you actually physically come near me. But all the threats and all that, that's just my big mouth. That's just me, because obviously if I say it, I'm not going to do it. You guys know that. Aaron, I know. And it's really sucks, because I have to believe that they don't know better. I have to believe they tried to be good friends. I mean, why would you? This is another thing. If they're not my real friends, what was the point? This is the thing. I would always wanted to know with the one. At what point did you start to hate me that much that during our friendship, before I was even aware of it, you were doing these things that could really destroy my life, honestly? And like, what point you have to hate me, right? So why are you remaining in my life every single day? And I ask this question a million times. If you're not my real friends, what is the point, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe they just don't know any better. But again, I don't think I ask for very much. I really believe that I am a very low maintenance friend. I ask for very simple things, the 3 S's. Don't be sneaky, don't be a snitch, and don't be a snake. Okay? And, you know, that covers all the bases. That covers lying, that covers stealing, that covers, you know, hey, like I said, the worst that you get from me when I was a bad friend, or to call me a bad friend, is this is as bad as I get, right? This is how bad I get. I'm probably an enabler, which is, according to them, that's good. To me, it's a horrible thing. I'm an enabler, but I probably, you won't hear from me, right? So that's about it. Like I will disappear sometimes, right? Because I get very in my head, and my friends may not be able to depend on me, to be there every second of the day, every single day. I have about a 2 hour window too. I like when I'm out, I pick up everybody's energy. So after 2 hours, I have to go home. My friends all get that about me. I require very little. I ask for you not to lie to me, steal from me. Don't my peace of mind. Don't F up my peace of mind. I mean, these are very simple things that I think that are like non-negotiables with anybody. Like I would think, like and don't come and like non-negotiables. Don't come to my house. Don't bring. If you ever put me in a position where the cops have to come to my house, or I have to do something where I am going to end up losing my freedom, you push me to that point. You best bet that we're not going to be. I can't be right. That's happened numerous times with these people. I'm at the point where I cannot. I did make that, by the way. Yes. I make all of my stuff, Aaron. Yes, I did make that. Yeah. I have another one downstairs that I should put behind me. It's really cute too. But so that's that. I didn't think I could actually go on for an hour about it, and I thought for sure that 47 people would not want to hear about this, but I'm sure that 5 of them are you assholes. So I hope I've made not you assholes being them. I hope that I've made myself. Oh, and then I got another message. The last message that I didn't read, I saw a little bit of it, said, I hope that this person is, I hope to God this person's your friend. And we're talking about the person who they was stealing from all of us. And like the person who went back and like talked all this crap and then brought all this stuff up that didn't have to be brought up yesterday morning. My best friend says that to me, but let's just dissect the statement right here. You hope that this person is really my friend. Why would you say you hope this person is really my friend? Let's think about what you just said, how stupid that sounds. How stupid you sound. Why? Because I told you that if you ever really gave a shit, you stop kicking my effing back in every time I turn around. Why the fuck were you kicking my back in, the two of you? And then you get mad at me and you get mad at me, because I said, are you out of your effing minds? What the fuck is wrong with you people? I said, please leave me the F alone with this crap. I said, unless you can tell me if Lisa was giving blowies for courtside seats at the Jazz, I don't fucking care. But again, I was like, I can't even believe this is happening. And then I get a message like that. And I'm like, are you out of your, am I delusional? When did it become my fault? Again, when did it all become my fault? Okay. Again, who's on their podcast, on their YouTube channel, instead of talking about what I should be talking about? Who's the idiot that's literally talking for an hour about this F shit, petty F shit? Me, not them. Who's upset about it? Me, not them. Because if they actually gave a shit, they would get on the goddamn thing right now and call in live, or get on the goddamn comments and either defend yourself, say that I'm right, say that I'm wrong. Am I not explaining it correctly? What am I explaining wrong? What have I done? Have I done something I'm unaware of? Because I still haven't got an answer out of Em on what I ever did to her for her to turn around and do what she did to me. Again, did I forgive her that weekend that I was around? Yeah, I did. Why? Because for selfish reasons. I wasn't going to miss where going away that. I wasn't going to miss that weekend again. And I thought not being around her wasn't helping, because again, I'm missing birthdays and our friends, husband's funeral, things that I'm missing things because I don't want to be around certain people, right? So I go and I allow myself back in, integrate myself back in, thinking, how could it go wrong? Let's have Friendsgiving, guys. Listen to me. I'm like, oh, let's have Friendsgiving, right? Nope. Canceled. I learned, I mean, honestly, this is the last time. This is the last time that you'll hear me talk about it. This is the last time I will forgive. This is the last time I even waste my breath and waste my hour and my life with, this is the mental health check-in, because I know that I'm mentally not feeling like it's hazardous for me, for them, for me to keep dwelling on this. I have to be done after this. And if I didn't do that, thank God I did do this. And I said the threats out live, because now I know that I'm not going to do anything. You know what I mean? So let's just call this person being accountable for the thoughts that are going on in her head and the anger. And it's like, again, I get really, really angry. I'm at the point where it literally makes me rage. And I I'm out of the, like, my fucking bucket gets empty, and you guys, I can't have that. I can never ever have that. You know, I used to be able to just, things. I'm not even gonna say anything. It's just not how it used to be. I don't have, I can't. I know that there's not much I could really, really do about it. You know, and the things that I want to do, or I could do, just are not in my, are just not. They're not part of my soul's 10-year plan any longer. You know what I mean? When I didn't care how my soul ascended, and I was like, call me a bad person, and just say I was very vindictive, and I wanted to send somebody after you. I didn't really care what happened to you. I now have a conscience, and now, even as much as I want to, like, literally cut their throats right now, and literally just kill them all, in my heart, I just can't. I have a conscience now. Okay, so I just wish they had the same. I just wish that they didn't push me to do this. Like, I guess they just showed me, like, and this is another thing. I'm the first one to say to them when they talk about what they do to each other, I will say, again, when are you going to believe people when they show you who they are the first time? Stop listening. Believe them when they show you who they are. And again, stop trying to, I expect them, honestly. I don't know why I expect anything. Like I keep saying to them as well. You got to meet them where they're at, because I keep expecting them to be on our level, and then things happen, like, where they just don't comprehend, or they do the same thing, like, repeatedly over and over, like they just don't hear what I'm saying. They're not comprehending what I'm saying. Like, are we really in that much of a different level that, like, you don't understand what I'm saying because you just keep redoing it? Are you fucking with me? You think it's funny to redo something I asked you not to do repeatedly? And again, if that's how you feel about me, why are you I would say, if you're going to do these things, we shouldn't be in each other's life. But Terry, this is the thing. Why do you want to be miserable at our age? I don't want to be miserable. I don't like company because I don't like misery. And then here's my friend Kelly, Craig. Well, here's my friend Kelly. She has done nothing wrong. This is not who I'm talking about. This is my actually real best friend who's in Texas, who's from here and understands exactly what I'm talking about. And probably hysterically laughing right now. We're hysterically laughing at me right now listening to me, because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. And she knows that I don't have time or energy, and all I'm trying to do is understand. Yeah, I know. Misery loves company, but again, why do we want to be miserable? Hello, Miss Terry. And here's my two Terrys that I told you both about. I think I told you about each other. I think I told Terry about them. I was like, you guys, it must be the name that you guys are so literally supportive and love me and are here every day. Again, you guys are my friends. You actually care about me. Again, I believe, and you know why? Because you show me. You actually put action behind, you know what I'm saying? And how do you show me? Because even when I don't deserve it or expect it, you guys are always checking on me. It's been over a year and a half since I started this with Adam, and you guys have never gone anywhere, right? Now, to YouTube, I don't, you guys, again, not even just YouTube, on Instagram, we have personal relationships, okay? And that's what friends do, okay? So I actually respect your opinion. I'm getting sidetracked because I can see people that are wrong. But again, now, do I expect them all to be YouTubers and podcasters? I know what a podcast even is. Do I expect them to even pay attention to me when I'm talking about reality TV? No. I get it, right? I asked you to subscribe. Again, if you're that fucking obsessed with me, why are you so obsessed with me? Can you please subscribe? Can you please go over to the where you get the podcast and look for whose side are you on? Can you please leave me a fucking review? 5 stars, please. Rate and review. Even though there's no episodes yet, you can go by whose side are you on. You can at least any of it, right? If you're that obsessed with me that you want to keep talking about me, at least go over onto YouTube, like all my shit, subscribe, comment. I don't know. But see, that's the thing. They don't even care. Not that I'm going to pretend. Let's not pretend that they even know. Like, it doesn't mean they know that I'm not getting paid, right? So I guess I don't know what they think, that it doesn't mean anything to me. It actually does. And you guys all know how much even like likes and shares are, right? Now, it's fine. You don't want to hear what I have to say, fine. But if you're literally going to talk about the bad and the past, the bad things I used to do, or you're still going to drag me onto some hamster wheel F shit that you're on, and you don't want to move forward in life, that's all well and great. I've decided to accept it and be in your life. Can you please, at least the shit that I'm doing that's worth something that I'm proud of, act like, at least fake it, act like you get. They could have at least acted like they cared, you know? Again, nobody, who would have thought? Who would have thunk that Krista would have had three things that are I'm passionate about, and then they're actually not illegal and they're healthy. And then you ask, what are they? Crafting, my plants, and all that shit outside, and this. So again, they might not be there. They might want to sit around. And again, I don't knock what the hell they do for whatever if they whatever they do. I try to include them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally just trying to sit here, talk about reality TV with y'all. It's the same thing I've been doing for how many years now? And again, my mental health is the one that suffers. I mean, it always has. But I thought, it's Kelly. I have this thing with my medication. I don't like to take it. Okay. I don't like to take my bipolar meds. We had this discussion the other day when I was on live. But at this point, this is why I have to take it, because I just can't. I don't want to feel like that. I'm and it's like, it's not that, like, now people say that, well, I don't know why. Okay, this is the thing. People with what I have, I'm bipolar 2, and you guys know what borderline personality is, right? It's like bipolar on steroids, where I'm like a raging psycho. Just call me a raging psycho. It's not enjoyable for me, okay? I don't like to feel like that. I don't like to feel like that. Okay. But and when people say, oh, you're not taking your medication, I'm taking your medication because I'm flipping out. I am, just because say I was taking my medication, I'm still going to be angry when you do things to me and hurt me, right? I might not be as angry or as rageful. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, to me, that it's not going to change. It's not going to, me taking my medication doesn't give you permission to fuck me over, is what I'm saying, right? Or it doesn't give you permission to, like, blame shit that you do, or blame certain arguments on me having borderline personality disorder because I'm taking things, or I'm too sensitive, or I wouldn't be as angry. Oh no, just know that I'm going to be like, it's just literally, it doesn't matter. Like, that just makes me even more mad. Okay. I mean, yeah. So, like I said, I see who's watching now. I can see. And knowing that if you're not, if you were a subscriber, you would be in the chat. So again, people, you know who you are. I'm not going to say your names out loud. If I'm wrong, or if I'm missing something, you got 3 minutes to either type or call live, call my phone, call Messenger. I'll answer if you don't want to be on here. And maybe you can let the chat know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. Like I said, when have I ever given any of you reason to question my loyalty, question whether, first of all, I don't need to steal. I don't know. There's something about a jacket, or something about this whole miscommunication about somebody who actually stole a jacket, and a black jacket that I had left at this person's house. And it's an extra small, and it's my nephew's. Okay. I know that for a fact. And that night, that weekend, I had left that jacket in this person's room in their house, whatever, where we were at. And I said, I said, I got to come get my black jacket. And I think at one point I grabbed it and then left it somewhere else. And then that person had to bring it to me. But anyway, it never once did I try to steal anybody else's jacket. This person just assumed that it was their boyfriend's jacket. Oh, that's so-and-so's jacket. First of all, I know what jacket's mine. I described this person and I said, no, I think that's the one that I grabbed is actually my jacket. It's actually Zach's tocket. Described it, said, did they wear it? This whole thing. First of all, why would you think I would lie about it? I don't even know if you thought that. I don't even understand why would I even freaking take your boyfriend's jacket? I know what mine look like. And again, nobody needs to lie about stealing a jacket. The only person to lie is the person who actually stole somebody else's jacket. This is what I mean. Again, you know that this one person who seems to be a troublemaker has done these things over and over. And me too, I know too, admittedly stolen from one person, admittedly, I brought this person to a family member in my house, and who also is just as smart as me and has security in their house. You actually saw you steal from them and then called you out and then actually let you leave the house, which I'm shocked that my family member let you leave the house knowing that we both know you stole what you stole, because she then checked her cameras later, and yes, you did. Okay. And have I said anything about it? No. Why? Because all you did was lie. All you're going to do is lie. Show you the camera footage if you like. I could, I was all about, I was waiting for you to keep denying it, and I was going to post it live. Okay. So my family member's not stupid. You're lucky that I was shocked that you walked out of the house. I mean, honestly, she probably should have broke your legs, made you take off all your clothes, and took the stuff that you stole, whatever you stole from my family member. But she was nice enough to let you leave. And, I said, I'm sorry. I was stupid. That was dumb of me. And she even said I should have never left this. But, we both know better now, but we still hung out with this person, And then I hear you tell me a story that how somebody else is accusing you of stealing. Come on, man. Again, these people are actually telling me all the stories about what they've done and what they do and they do. And then I never give them one reason to think that. There's no, again, if I'm wrong, I'm waiting for y'all to tell me. But anyway, I love you too. We love you very much. Like, I know. And that's the thing. Like I said this the other day, that right there, I know that you're not lying, because why would you? There's no other motive for you to say that than other than you mean it, right? There's no motive for you to keep coming back or to, you know what I mean, to follow me here and follow me there on each other, unless you actually care, right? There's no reason for 52 people to be watching right now. 4 of them are probably people I was talking about. And I'm going to give it a little bit longer. Wait, a little bit longer. If you guys would like, I'll call the one person back. I mean, I might as well, right? So, Kelly Potts, if you want me, this that you've been trying to tell me for a couple of days now. There's something you've been trying to tell me for days, and you can only tell me on person, and you can't text it. So, I think I said this, I laughed the other day when I said maybe I shouldn't do it on live, but again, exactly. That's what I keep saying, Terry. After this, I'm gonna have to let it go. And when the other stuff, and here's a family member of mine. And you guys, can you please let her know that I even said this time it's not my family at all. Like, my family, they're actually pretty freaking awesome at this point. It's my friends. This is my sister-in-law. She knows I'm crazy. She knows that half the shit I'm saying, I'm just talking shit at the moment. And that once this is out, I have to let it go after this. Exactly. Yeah. Thank God I did this, because honestly, I know better, because now I can't, yeah. This is the thing with my medication. Whether I take my medication or not, that's not going to change what these people have done, right? It's just either, I don't know. It's like I have to learn. I'm literally now lesson learned. I guess I have to just acknowledge to the universe. Again, Krista, lesson learned. How many times can somebody literally show you who they are over? Like I keep saying, show me who you are over and over again, and keep doing it. And then I don't. And when am I actually going to believe it? Like, I think I actually have to now. I hope so, Terry. But I hope it's now. See, I never wanted to be the person. Now, see, thank God I don't bash other YouTubers like they all do. That's when they do that stuff. That's why, like right now, this is about as much you're gonna get out of me bashing anybody, and it's only because I've been literally I've been putting up with it for. It takes me a long time to do this, to call them out of pocket like this, and act like this, So. Yeah, so I guess I could I don't know, we could talk about Bravo, but I'm gonna actually keep this live to the F shit live that it is. And thank you. I'm not gonna hang up yet, because there's a lot of, you guys, there's a lot of you here. I'm just waiting. I'm kind of curious. I know who's actually here, my subscribers, but when you're not a subscriber, I don't see the other. There's 50 some people who are on Twitter. There's 11 YouTubers. 15 Facebook people. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm waiting. You know, it's like that's what these. It even makes me even more mad because I have to do something like that. Like I have to literally just say it all at once. Let them. It's like I said, I have all about like went and like found them myself. Like why should I actually have to do all the legwork? You know, this is about as close as I'm going to get them all at one time. And I mean, I thought I made myself clear on Facebook. Maybe they all didn't see it. Like I know I don't have to lay the facts out again. Like the facts are what keep them up at night. Like Lisa says, they're like counting crystals instead of sheep at this point. They must be. Lay in bed all night thinking of things and ways to like put my name into something and make me mad and literally make me want to hurt. They have to lay there and think of reasons to literally get under like do these stupid things that like these things that are so petty and stupid and make me feel even worse because it's so petty and stupid. To, like and make it laugh at myself for like literally not seeing it or like literally being shocked. Like, I mean, honestly, like, thank God it's just like blaming some shit or kicking my back in here and there over some same old shit. And it's not like the shit that they used, like the stuff that made me, you know, like I said, come in here trying to like threatening to kill me and like, and like literally, what were you like, again, if you say you did get in my house, if my husband let you in this house, what in the world were you going to do when you got to me? Were you actually going to try to kill me in my house, knowing the psychotic bitch that I hope you know now that there's weapons that are like they're legal and I will, like you won't leave here. like, I mean, again, I say this because I'm here by myself. My husband leaves for work. It's still dark out. I'm here by myself a lot. So I'm little old me. Hey, I have stuff strategically placed backyard. No matter which way I run or wherever way you chase me, there's a weapon there and I'm going to use it. And, you know, all legal. It took a long time for this girl that has felonies to be able to have literally even a handgun here. So, again, what were you going to do? Even if I didn't have that before, if you got into my house, what in the world were you going to do when you got in? Like, were you going to literally try to kill me like you were threatened? I'd love to know. I mean, I let that shit. It's been years. I'm just saying. I've always wanted to ask that question again. Did you not think about what you would do? Like, or did you just assume that I would be so scared that we would not, I mean, come on. This is my home. This is my peace of mind. You don't think I protect this shit? Like for years, let this house be like a place where I guess I didn't protect my peace or protect the positivity here or protect it because once it took me 3 years to get the energy right here and it to be my peace of mind here and for me to get my life right where nobody could do anything to like, you know, take my freedom from me. The worst thing you can do is make me like act out of pocket. And these people have done it to me numerous times. And I would know better. You think I would know better than that weekend to even take that weekend of all weekends and think that would be any different because it was, you know? And again, the whole reason that whole night ended up the way it ended up and why I basically tried to walk home that night by myself and hit my head and all that was because to get away from this very thing, these very people, because they literally just show me who they are every time. Okay. So, yeah. Like seriously. Then the person who stole my husband's wallet is on now watching too. Like you think again, Facebook, I see it. Even when you're not a subscriber, once you're on and whether you comment or not, it takes a minute, but I can see on different devices who's on. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If not, then just know that after this, I don't give a shit whether you care or not. You are all blocked. You are all non-existent. Unless one of you tells me, it comes to me with all the, like literally, I want to know if Lisa Barlow gives blowies for court-sized tickets to the Jazz. I need to know if Teresa has a prenup, if her and Louis are legal. Like that's what I need to know. That unless that's going to come out of your mouth, or you're somehow going to tell me, like, you know, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever. You no longer exist. Like I obviously, like you guys are going to laugh at this whole thing, but I question like this whole thing with reality, like. How are we all creating our own reality? Like, whose reality are we really in mine? So to me, I know that I for some reason, this F shit landed in my reality for a reason. I don't know. Am I not learning a lesson here? But laugh as you will. But like, it just all the time, I'm around people that like are living in completely a different reality than me. Or actually, than most people, I would think. I don't know. I don't know. Like, Gab, you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I had to watch, I watched literally an hour, 2.5 hours of, it's called Buddha at the Gas Pump. It's this YouTube channel, guys. You should follow Buddha at the Gas Pump. He has conversations for about 2 hours long with spirit people that either had a spiritual awakening, NDEs, they're enlightened, and like he just had like Donald Hoffman on there. He's a scientist, like all about like nature of spirituality, and they even talk about how like it's like mainstream media now, and it's just known that there's other beings and aliens and all that crap. And I'm like, and then everything is like out on the table now. And basically, this is full disclosure. The government, everything that you need to know, we can find. The government's been honest about it, and all of this like you know 5D, and everybody's like, yay, nobody believes and lives in a 3D world anymore. And, they, like nobody actually, like everybody actually believes in aliens, right? That's what you would think, correct? Nope, not everyone. I don't even, I was like, it blows my mind sometimes when somebody says to me, or they, somebody will assume that I believe in aliens because I believed I watched a YouTube video or something, or that's all it took, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, I laugh because I'm laughing at this whole situation because I even said to myself the other, like one day, I was like, wow. And like literally that I was like, I looked around and I was like, my sister looked at me and said to me, well, I guess well, that answers your whole question about this one. I don't like meeting us on the other being on the other side when we get there. And I was like, yeah, I said actually explains a lot. But it's like I can sit here and like I can like blame all this on like I don't know them, but if I like believe that we create our reality, I created this F shit and put it in it, right? I guess I just didn't learn my lesson. But okay, so yeah, because I'm rambling because I'm waiting for the numbers to go down, and or give me something to talk about, guys. What do you guys want to talk about, Bravo or anything? Or ask me some questions, please. I'm an open book. This is open book Krista right now. Anything you want to know that I haven't already talked about with anybody else, just ask. Honestly, this is like I have nothing to hide at this point. Before I go, this is it. Like I think what I do that one 3 hour video all about me or something I even actually looked back at that video, that 3 hour thing about me, because I was getting the very beginning DMs. They just asked me questions about my past and about when I would mention stuff and all that, like what I did or where about my past. So I answered all in one long thing, explained myself, how I feel about certain things. And just literally, I think I went through my whole entire life and explained how I feel about certain things. And I even now I was watching it the other day and I was like, I even was looking at that thinking how negative I was. Like I just seemed that even seems a little bit negative for how I was trying to come across. I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to laugh at this whole life too. I'm probably going to either laugh at this whole thing. Yeah, I'll probably laugh at this whole thing. I'm going to leave this up too, by the way, because I appreciate the actual people, like my actual friends on here, my actual people that actually care, your advice. And if you guys are listening after the fact, and because I'm sure I'm going to make sure that there's people that are watching that they actually heard me, and I'm going to leave it up and keep it public because I'm going to wait and see, which I'm sure I'm not going to get a response. I'm not going to get answers. They're not going to say an effing thing in defense of themselves or myself or me or whatever. So because of that reason, if you do not, this is your chance now. This is what I mean. You guys are all my witnesses right now. They have every opportunity to say what they had to say right now. After this, there is no reason to say the name Krista Marie, my real last name, my legal last name. There is no reason for any of you to mention me or any reference anything that happened. Unless you're talking about this here live and how I just said it, there is no reason to talk about. I don't listen, okay? There's no reason. I don't exist, okay? This is it. Because I don't talk about y'all, and I've been saying this for years. If you would all just walked away, like I said before, I did, there wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't have dwelled on this for so long. That certain person would not have been like destroyed my soul like she has. Okay. I have accepted it. It is over. Okay. I accept it. You people are not who I thought you're not the same people. You're not my people. Okay. Like, let's just, I'm waiting for you to tell me I'm wrong. But if you literally go after, if you don't care enough right now to defend me or so, whatever, I swear, please, if I literally hear one thing after this, when I've given you the opportunity, knowing you're watching, for you to say what you have to say now to me, to my face, tell me I'm wrong, argue, I don't know. If you say something to each other, kick my back in. I'm telling you, I can't even threaten you. I can't even say what I would do. I'm just, listen. And if I swear, this is another thing. If you, one of you, any of you, even have the balls to ever ask me for a drug, for a lot, anything, ever ask me for drugs or drink or alcohol, or ask me for help, ask me to listen. The next time you ask me for a line of meth, it's going to be your last. It'll be the last time you ever ask me for it. Because if I have it, trust me, it's going to be the last bad you do. And nobody's going to question it. Because nobody's going to question you guys. Okay? You die, no day, nobody's going to question it. So there, I said it. Don't ask me ever again. Because all you do, anytime that I did help, if I did give it to you, you kicked my back in afterwards. That's why nowadays you don't get shit. Like, honestly, even if I did have it, even if I wanted, if I had literally thousands of bags of meth all over this house and you had zero, like, again, I'm not going to say you have none. You're never going to, honestly. I think that's the other shit that cracks me the hell up. Again, when we were all doing it and nobody had the light on, I didn't even think honestly, I don't think twice about sharing drugs, food, money. There's another thing. Food, money, my home. I've given you places to live. I've given you food when you have it. It's not even about the other shit. Like, fuck the drugs and the toxicity and our effing screwed up relations. Like, honestly, I've even said a million times when they were all still doing it, selling it, and acting like it was like, whole ass family and a whole ass kid and like literally like jobs and shit and getting your house raided. When you were acting like freaking literally like drug dealing pimps, when we're whole, I was like, okay, like it's like I didn't I kind of didn't get it. I couldn't understand it, and I kept saying to myself like, okay, now that you've all now. Not only if you're not busted, if they haven't gotten busted and arrested and are on their way to prison, they're doing it. Again, I don't give a shit what you do with your life. Like I said, it's beyond me. It literally blows my mind. This is the other thing, besides coming to my house without me knowing, is why does anybody care what somebody else does with their life or in their house? What does it matter? Why does anybody care? Like I always say about my neighbors, I don't even know half of their last names. I will have their backs. You over here, this one over there. I will have your backs. I could go my entire life without ever knowing this one across the street's last name or ever talking to these effing meth heads that live across the street. Yeah, I said it. I knew what you did. We won nothing. It wasn't a see. Didn't care. Didn't care. But because I'm a nice neighbor one day, I say hi and like, I regret it. It's like, again, this is why I don't engage with my neighbors. Love you all, like we're all cool. And like, you'll never be able to break in my neighbor's house. I'll shoot, you know what I mean? I will have your back. I will protect your home and you. Just, I don't need to know your business. And again, why? And again, you don't need to know my business. Nobody needs to know anybody's business. I don't need to know what you're doing. I'm not going to be that. Again, if you're doing something screwed up, what makes you think I want to know about it? I don't need to know. People just like to tell you stuff about their life and tell you all about their life and tell you about this one and that one. Again, why do you want to know? Again, you shouldn't know. I'm not going to, do you really want to be a witness in some court case? Witness to something? Come on. Think about it, assholes. The less you know, the better. So again, I'm not going to pretend to know like why people care. I don't understand why anybody like even speculate what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not doing anything wrong in my house. Put it that way. There is nothing on this planet. There's nothing in a million years that'll ever make me put my freedom, my everything. It'll never happen. And when these motherfuckers try to literally bring it around my house, it's just the way it is. All right. So no, I just ranted and raved for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm done. I guess you guys aren't going to literally, nothing to say. I'm an asshole. And I'm please, I'm begging you all. The only thing that's going to make me lose it, I know, and you're going to make me lose it, is if after this live's over, if I have to hear anything, if I have to hear if I have to hear them kick my back in, say one thing, or even I like after I'm gonna have to laugh. Honestly, I'll have to laugh at it because what I would want to do is that's when you'll see me. Like, okay. Anyway, Kelly, you're cracking me up. All right, guys. Well, I said mental health check-in, but all I did was talk about myself. If anybody else has anything they want to talk about, let me know. Like, anybody want to talk about anything, I get it. Sorry. What's Thanksgiving's in a couple days. I know holidays are tough. And I will be at my sister-in-law's house, the one I just told you about. I will be there. And I think George is coming. He's a little depressed, but we know why. But I mean, I know, Cal. I like but that's the thing. Like, I don't like because I don't think of them like, you know what I mean. Like, I obviously still have faith in them if I was still like going around them. Because let's be honest, I'm not going to put too much. I'm not going to put. She had her sentence. Jen got sentenced. Hold on, back up. Hold on. What? Jen Shaw got sentenced. What do you mean she got sentenced? How'd she get sentenced? She got sentenced? Are you lying? Are you messing with me? Whoa. Jen Shaw got sentenced. Chris Lee's, I know, got sentenced. Are you messing with me? Gab. Where? Hold on. Jen Shaw. Wait, come on. Are you messing with me? How many years, though? How many years? She has until January. She has to. So she has to turn herself in January 6th. How many years did she get? Oh my God, how come I don't have it? I didn't get anything from or maybe I did get updates from Reality Blur. Maybe I was too busy ranting and raving to hear that. Oh my God. Y'all long I've been waiting for this. I'm gonna say I'm until you say how many and until you tell me how many she got. My guess is she got 11, between 8 and 11. Anyone? Jen Shaw sentencing. Oh, I knew. Oh, God darn it! They moved her sentence. Oh. Why do they keep moving her sentencing? Why are they pushing her sentencing? Oh, I mean, I don't understand why that's again. Why honestly, why even wait? I don't understand. This is what's messing me up. Like, why are they pushing her sentencing? What are they waiting on? You know what I mean? Because I don't think anything depends on this. She's already, been. She's already been, she knows what she's looking at. And of course they did. They're going to be gone for a while. They need to give they need to have Grayson needs to have something to, live off of. But, my laptop's got 2%. Saved by the percentage. Saved by the laptop dying because, for me to get up, I'm not going to plug it all in. I'm just going to go because, I know it's only Wednesday. What is it? Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh my God, what is today? Guys, how stupid am I? It is Wednesday. Oh my God. It's Wednesday. Okay. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I thought it was Tuesday. Don't ask me why. That was so dumb. I'm thinking the same thing, Gab, because pushing it once or twice is one thing, but she had to have done something. Said she must be talking, and then her sentencing is going to be based on what I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. That is kind of odd, though, because even if they sentenced her and they're letting her stay out, for the holidays, they could have just made her not, Oh, crazy. Anyway, I mean, I maybe right. Say she did, but it was kind of too late. Maybe I don't know. I honestly, I'm starting to believe that Erica is working with the feds because, I remember a long time ago, Ronald Richards said that they're going to do all the civil stuff first, bankruptcy stuff first, because then when she gets found guilty, when they get found guilty there, it's the criminal trial goes much smoother, and then it's evidence for the criminal trial. So if there was ever going to be criminal charges in the Erica and Tom thing, I think Erica's working with the feds to do, to get, maybe the other people that had to be working with Tom or helping Tom or knew about the other people involved, like she was, caught. You know what I'm saying? And not that she couldn't act like she was, remorseful, or not remorseful, but felt bad. She could have showed some type of empathy. But again, Erica's not that kind of person. So, remember what the FBI. Well, the thing is, she was the ringleader, right? But she was already caught like before, and she just kept doing the same thing. She just found like a little bit of a loophole, and then they were still watching her though. So I don't understand how she thought that she was going to get away with what she was getting away with when she was already being watched to begin with. And she had already ratted somebody out, and that's, she had that restraining order against that guy from before, because she got him in trouble for this stuff. So, I don't know who she, the coast of them. I don't know. She should know, or maybe she doesn't know that even if she is working with somebody to get other people in trouble, I hope that it's only to get a lesser sentence, because she's going to get more than, but she's still going to have to do time. The only thing that makes sense is if she's talking and working with somebody, and they just have to get some things, loose ends tied up to make sure that what she says goes through, or they get out of her what she promises. You know what I'm saying? Again, I feel bad if that's the case, because that nobody's safe. Her family's not, she's not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're never safe. Like I keep saying, look what the Mexican cartel just did. They literally shot up an SUV with a family with they killed the wife, the kids, the driver, the two little kids, because, he turned state's evidence, this person, and honestly, they don't care. The cartel just took the whole family out. It didn't matter, there's, in the restitution, I don't understand. Her restitution is going to be a lot, because they're going to have to go through every credit card company, and then whoever's credit card company didn't reimburse them the Gen Shaw stuff. So, but, sorry. But, well, I appreciate you guys for coming. Danielle, I appreciate you. I just saw you just subscribed. I appreciate you. Kelly Potts, just know I'm going to be calling you any second now, since you called while I was live. And you probably heard everything I said, even though I wasn't talking about you at all. She knows these fuck shit people. She gets it. But there's restitution. See, the thing with Erica's victims, they're not Erica, Tom's victims. They had to actually file to get in line to get their money, which is sick to me. I know. And the only other thing that made sense, Gab, was either she got scared, the mock trial scared her enough to know that there's no way she can walk into the courtroom and say what she was going to say, that they're all liars but her, or that, But anyway, like I said before, sorry guys for this hour of me. At least I didn't make it a whole YouTube channel to build other YouTube channels like some people. It still blows my mind that that's a thing. And thank God I'm not engaged in that. So please don't lump me in with those people. That'll never be me. I love everyone. I support everyone. I support all YouTubers. I would never hate on another YouTuber unless you hated on me first. And I still won't hate on you. I try to support everyone. And if I remember to tell everybody to, like, subscribe, comment, and for me and for Shannon Van and for Mr. Make It Make Sense, Housewife Historian, my friend, my girlfriend, she's another YouTuber, all of us, it means a lot to comment. Even if you never came back, subscribe. I didn't realize how much likes and shares and all that meant a lot. I keep saying, oh, I'm not monetized, who cares? But again, when I started to, I have the clickable link through the other socials, my subscriber count's gone up like 50%. Literally, it's up 75% than it was my entire time I've had the channel. My subscribers gone up. It's like 50 people a day, which is when I'm actually like, when I'm actually putting all my listen to me, my thumbnails on the other socials, and when I don't do this stupid shit like this. So again, new subscribers, I apologize. This is not normal for me. I never rant and rave about anything. Like I don't. I'm sorry, but like if I didn't do this, I would have to like I'd be dwelling. It would eat me alive. So now at least I know. Like at least I know I've made myself clear. You guys are my witnesses that I said what I said. Please, they have no reason to say anything after this. I'm not going to engage. We're not going to hang out. We're not going to. There's going to be no reason. We're not going to do anything. No Friendsgiving. No Christmases. No nothing. Nothing. It's over. I don't exist. You don't exist. They pushed me to the point where I no longer can be even friends with the people that didn't do anything wrong. That are just like a collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? I just have to. Like that whole street of people is like it doesn't exist. Okay. Now I said it. You've heard me. I don't know what else to say. But again, I just realized that tomorrow was Thanksgiving. I did see that one. I did see it. So if I do, guys, I do kind of want to come back and do another live, but it'll be a normal one. Maybe we'll do Bravo News. Maybe, I don't know. But I didn't realize everybody's probably like cooking. But tomorrow, Thanksgiving, I believe me and either if I'm not on with, I might have a guest on tomorrow. If we don't do it tomorrow, we might do it Saturday. Housewife historian Lindsay. I've been trying to get her on my channel since I was on hers last week. And we're going to talk about this stuff. Like basically, like, we have differences in opinions on the franchises and the housewives. And we had like me and Aaron, and like all of that, like with Aaron, we obviously have an awesome conversation, and we have a difference of opinion, but it doesn't even seem like, it's not an issue. It's just, you can see us respectfully disagree. And, with our different perspectives on franchises, like Team Teresa, Team Gorga, there's different perspectives, and we both have great points, but we're going to probably do something like that this week. And Turkey Day tomorrow. So if I don't talk to you, which I will, happy Thanksgiving. And like I said, called this a mental health check-in. If anybody needs to talk, please. You guys listen to. I'm going to say this too. Anybody that has anything, like I'm the one who's always like needing you guys, but like if you guys ever need me or need to talk, or I've been through it all, and just DM me. You guys know I get back to everyone, and like if you ever need to talk, like I am there. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, because I get up at 3:45. I've been through it. So even though it seems like I probably need you way more than you need me, if you ever need me, you know that you can reach out to me. And I'm not just one of those podcasters or YouTubers that like says that to my subscribers and doesn't really mean it. Like I actually mean it. I actually do answer people. So I love you. I love my Adams family. I love all of you. Because you've all been there from day one, even when you're not. Oh, and Adam, love you too. Miss you, and I hope Pop's okay. I gotta check in with them. Anybody know real quick, Adam's family, if Pop's okay? Have you guys heard from Adam or anything? I have to check. I should be checking in with him, but just in case he's like busy and I don't want to bother him. If you guys know, let me know if you guys know if Pop's okay. I mean, everybody pray for Pop. It's Adam's Pop. Love the Pop. Everybody, he's is in the hospital. He's sick. It's Adam. I mean, he's like, please send him your love and your like well wishes. He loves you too. He loves Adam's channel. He's literally got to be like my like honestly, Adam's not allowed to have him on his channel anymore. So what does that tell you? He's just probably like my what do you call it? My spirit animal, because if he's too messy for Adam's channel, then I gotta love him. But Pop, I even told Adam, I said, if you want, I'll like send you a picture of my boobs. I don't know what'll make you feel better, but anything for you. Pop's awesome. He's a good looking dude. And yeah, tomorrow, good idea. But I am going to find out. Hopefully he's okay. Exactly. Always, guys, like I always say this too. You can literally drag me all you want, talk shit on me all you want. Like, I say that, I don't mean it, but I don't really want you to do that. But I like, just please be nice to each other, you know? Like, be respectful. You guys are always respectful to each other. I appreciate that. Yeah, pop's good looking dude. But yeah. All right, guys. Love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, I always forget to tell you guys to hit that notification thing. I hope to God that my lives. I hope you guys get notifications. I hope I don't have to do something else to turn it on or something. I don't know. Maybe I should just go in my studio and try to figure that out. Okay. Well, if you, and I do have a community tab too. Don't know how that happened. Thought I had to have way more subscribers than I do. I don't know how I got that. So I keep forgetting to post on that as well. Okay. I'm out. Love you guys.